Hi, my name's Garrett Lilly. I'm in Intro to Internet and WW Web, and this is my presentation on bioinformatics. So, what is bioinformatics? Bioinformatics is the use of technology, computer science, and mathematics to better understand and analyze large sets of biological data. From the algorithms used to sort data to the advancements in data storage technologies, it's allowed researchers to much more efficiently use and understand their data as well as be able to apply it on a larger scale and in a much shorter time. So basically, bioinformatics is the use of technology to apply into research into all fields of science, whether it's statistics or chemistry or microbiology. It's really just used to help scientists with large sets of data. And here's a chart to kind of explain the connections between all the different disciplines of science and how bioinformatics works into it. And you can see how chemistry and computer science and all these things are worked in and connected to each other, and bioinformatics is kind of the center of it. Um, so it's kind of the ultimate science in a sense. So why is bioinformatics important? Well, by having more efficient technologies in the field, it allows researchers to deal with the impossibly large yet crucial sets of data that come with research in gene sequencing and the resulting cellular functions. Prior to the capabilities of these technologies, lab workers would have to manually enter data into much older computing systems that only allowed them to analyze smaller sets of data at one time. So it was really quite inefficient before this, and now with this technology, it allows researchers to then apply it and have medical breakthroughs and cures for diseases. So what is it bioinformatics presence in science today? To give scale to the importance of these technologies, an example from my website exploratory essay had that Chan Soon Xiong Institute of Molecular Medicine at Winburn works with over 70,000 tissue specimens, each of those specimens containing 20,000 to 25,000 genes, and each of those genes capable of producing over 2 million types of proteins. So with that, you can just imagine the amount of data they have to deal with, and really the necessity of the computers and the hardware and the technology to deal with such a thing. Um, yep. And how bioinformatics field is changing. So really, the technology came, and not too recently. So a lot of research has been using this technology for over a decade now, or at least the technology has been developing. But what bioinformatics is really coming to today is how different research groups can come together and standardize those their different findings in the research, so that it makes it more efficient to exchange that information. Without that standard, it just makes it really disorganized. So that's really where the field is going to today. And where can bioinformatics take us? Like I said earlier, it really is about research and science and being able to deal with those large sets of data. And as fast as technology is approaching or is developing, data only gets larger and larger. So it makes it more efficient for our researchers to use it and end up helping the patients that are in need. So onto the path to careers in bioinformatics. In order to develop these fields, we need people to do so. Unfortunately, being such a large range of a curriculum, students have to take courses in biology, computer science, physics, chemistry, and statistics. Really, all the necessities when it comes to taking any science. Um, but it's the combination of all of them, especially computer science and statistics, being able to deal with data, yet having the knowledge of all different science disciplines. So it's really a long and grueling path to being able to get to a point where you can work with different research groups and really help them out. But in the end, it is worth it because you're really the ultimate scientist in being able to understand all these different disciplines and the data and how to share it. So that's where its value comes. and the ultimate goal is to find careers in these things. And like I just said, it's individuals with a background in bioinformatics are able to be lab techs or workers responsible for assembling and understanding the compilations of data. So that way, when experts on the specific research that they're doing, when they come into the lab, they're able to just evaluate it and see what they want to see and find what they're trying to find without having to do all the tedious work in the lab. Um, and it's also the duty of these individuals to help finalize and exchange the data with other research groups so that different research groups can work together. Closing statements on bioinformatics. It's really a developing and important field, especially with the 21st century, and with growing technology and how technology is being able to help patients in the medical field increasingly. I mean, it's really exciting to see where this can go, and I think the next progression, or any progression for that matter, in the medical field will always start with research and the use of bioinformatics.